Your eyes as blue as the sky.
Hello there.
Hi.
I'm Kathy, and I am here with my wondrously talented cousin,
Oh.
Esteban.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm here with a gorgeous and sweet Kathy, my cousin. This is the first time we've done this together, so we've been excited to talk about so many things. So here we are.
Yeah, we're excited. So not only is Esteban my talented cousin, but he is the star and creator of Back to Blue, the song and music video.
Yes.
So welcome to the Back to Blue interview.
I love that. I've always wanted to have a interview moment, so thank you for allowing me that. You know, it's very funny because I feel like our relationship has always been so organic. Like, not just with the things that we've created, it's just like when we hang out, like when we're not hanging out, when we're talking, when we're not talking, it was just kind of like, I feel like we're always kind of thinking the same thing. So this interview kind of happened like that too, but we're like,
we actually both had the same idea.
Exactly.
And you was like, yeah, I want to interview you. And you're like, I was about to ask you to interview me. I'm like, well, there we go.
Like, so here we are. So just so you guys know, right now also Patfoot, my sweet cousin's dog, is here. You may not see him on the frame, but he's laying next to us.
chilling.
So he may, pop in and out. We never know. I don't think so, but he does.
He can't be too far away from Mom or he'll start to cry. We have separation anxiety from each other, so he's in the room.
I love it. Well, cheers.
Yes.
It's actually very
have
good.
an interview with a nice glass of wine. I mean, our alcoholic asses needed a little something to get us through this interview.
I said sometimes because I'm sure a lot of people are watching right. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that is bull crap. You don't just drink. Sometimes you drink all the time," and that's true. I drink all the time, but I'm trying to change to make it sometimes. So just in case you guys watch it later. See, they already gave me shit.
He didn't hide the bottle behind him.
I drink
for extra.
all the time. Let's just be honest. Cheers to good white wine.
No good story started with a glass of milk. It started with a glass of something a little more kick. Haven't seen the Back to Blue video. First of all, what's wrong with you? Second of all, go watch it right now. Go to his page, find his amazing music video, watch it, love it, live it, then come back and watch this video where we're going to talk about it.
And you guys can go back and forth between the two if you want. So
that too.
Just click and then don't forget to subscribe. I never thought I would be one of those people that would say that, but
subscribe.
Yeah. Just because then we can keep you updated and what's to come,
More content, more music and videos by Esteban.
Yeah.
Over here.
And there may be some new things coming out from Kathy too, so stay tuned.
First of all, the song came out. It's gorgeous. I did not know how high his voice could go. His range was incredible. I was like, how is this the same voice? Because all the voices you're hearing in that, it's all him. It's crazy.
I do remember her texting me when they first came out. I was like, who did the background voices? I was like, that's me. And she's like, oh my god, I didn't know you had that range. But
I was like, I chose to wear this dress because it is back to blue. I got a flowy beach vibe with it. So,
you look gorgeous.
You've got his symbol in the background, blue butterfly,
which you actually gave to me. Thank you.
Screamed his name at me at the store, so I had to buy it.
I had a blue butterfly necklace that is in the Back to Blue video. If you guys don't know, my two symbols are the red rose and the blue butterfly, and that blue butterfly necklace broke. So if you guys want to give to me a new blue butterfly necklace, I would not be mad. I'm just kidding, but not really.
Something about it, your inspiration for writing it and how it came to be.
Yeah, it's actually very fun for me to kind of start talking about the song from the beginning, because I feel like I've always wanted to kind of tell the whole story without telling every single detail, because I always believe that you should always kind of leave a little bit to yourself.
Leave them wanting more.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so actually when I first wrote Back to Blue, first I wrote the lyrics, but when I wrote the lyrics I didn't know I was writing a song first. So I love writing poetry, which, quick commercial, we made a video from base of one of my based off of one of my poems called Enemies to Our Love. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out.
It was so fun to film.
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
Love writing poetry. I was with my friend in Cape Cod. This was, I could be wrong, but it was either 4 years ago or 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. But with COVID time, I feel like the last year and a half, I don't even know if it was 3 or 4.
Time is irrelevant now.
Yeah. But it was the end of, like, towards the end of the summer. I might have been like around this time, which is actually weird now that I think about it.
Funny.
Yeah, or it might have been the first week or second week of September. So it was around this time 3 or 4 years ago. So I was with my friend in Cape Cod. And the song is about a very special person, or at least somebody that meant a lot to me at that time. You know, somebody that I fell in love, or somebody that I felt something very sweet, I felt a connection. And the presence kept following me, you know, that love, or what happened, what didn't happen, just kept thinking about it. And I think at the time when I wrote it, when I wrote the poem first, I was on the beach, and I was just thinking about this person, thinking about the memories, thinking what could have been, what did happen. Mm-hmm. And I just wrote a poem. It was like young love, blue water, a diamond, which is like how the song starts. And like the whole first verse, that was the poem. No, the chorus, just that. And I actually remember posting a picture with the lyrics of the first verse.
The first sneak peek.
Yeah, and
blue.
So I don't know if anybody remembers. Probably nobody does. And at the time, I didn't know it was gonna be a song, let alone my very first song. So anyways, I wrote that, and I actually ended up writing another poem about the same person in that trip. Anyway, so it must have been really present in my heart and my soul. I go back to New York, to my apartment in Brooklyn, and I remember being alone, which I always write when I'm alone. And it never happens like, today I'm gonna write a song. And I feel like that works for some.
It's more like a feeling that comes over. It's more like a feeling of like something that it just comes to you versus like something you schedule. Like, I don't feel like, I mean, I guess like you said, some people can, but
yeah, no, I think you're right. I think some people create like that, and that's great. But for me, it's just very spontaneous, because I think I am kind of like that anyway. So I'm sitting there by myself, and it's gonna sound funny, but I remember going to the bathroom peeing, and
we've all been there.
Yeah, but you know, you're alone in the apartment, and you're just like, you can do whatever you want. I'm always singing or thinking or whatever, dreaming. And I remember being in the bathroom, and all of a sudden, the chorus came to me. Your eyes are as blue as the sky. Your smile as fresh as the sun. And I'm like, holy fuck. Because I was thinking about this person. And the person that I wrote about was like that. The person's eyes were blue as the sky. The smile was so refreshing. It was fresh. So it almost was like what I was thinking came out in that song. And it came out in that chorus.
I love it.
I never told you that.
No.
And I don't know what it was in that moment. I got goosebumps because I instantly connected with the chorus. I wish there would have been a choir like singing with me.
Just came out of the bathroom like,
why didn't I have that? How come live is not like those freaking musicals?
Right?
Whole
they
choir.
just pop out of nowhere, and there's like the mood lighting, and it's just like spotlight as you're peeing.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been crazy. Dude, maybe we can make a movie and have it like Back to Blue, the musical. You know what I mean?
Behind the song.
Yeah, behind. It's just Back to Blue is just gonna keep going. Like 20 years from now, they're gonna be like, how many freaking things are gonna happen with Back to Blue? We get it, please.
We get it.
We went back to Blue, but please.
Well, you better watch it then, or it's just gonna keep coming.
Yeah, I wanna keep hunting you guys until you and share it too. Please share it. Anyways, so yeah, and it was like, what the heck? So I had to run to my keyboard, and actually, no, I didn't have a keyboard yet. I had only the guitar, which I'm not a guitar player, but I can play chords to help me write songs. So I know how to play like a C major, A minor. Okay, like this is and then after that, I'm like, okay, I can write it down. But I'm not like a guitar player. Hopefully one day I will be. But anyways, so I only had the guitar. So I was like, okay, so these are the chords, like your eyes as well as the sky, da 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 da, G major, A minor, da da da, E minor. And then I was like, I had written another song that was gonna be my debut song, which would still come out, but it ended up not being the first song. But the minute I hear the chorus, I was like, this has to be my debut song. I just knew it. Because I'm a lover of music, and I write music because I love music.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you hear a song, you connect and you keep singing it. That's how the chorus felt to me. But then I remember thinking, well, I wrote this freaking poem about the same person 2 weeks before in Cape Cod.
Connection.
Yeah. So I had to go back into my Instagram and delete the lyrics. I didn't delete the picture, but I deleted the picture actually. This person worked cleaning pools actually in the summer. And I actually remember that picture. I was with like the tiniest blue underwear. Well, it wasn't underwear, blue swim trunks.
The pool
It looked
boy.
like underwear, yeah.
Oh, the pool boy, come clean my pool.
I love it. Cheers to that. But yeah, so that was the picture. Like it was just me with like some blue swim trunks by the pool. And so anyway, so I deleted the lyrics. So that's how the lyrics, the song, the chorus came about. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I got a keyboard, and the keyboard helped me kind of like finalize the song because I'm better at the keyboard. We have a keyboard right here; you just can't see it. We had to move it, to make this happen.
Aesthetic.
Yeah. I love her. Thank you for making me laugh. But I honestly lived with this, Kathy, it was a long time, for a year and a half. No, like
with the song itself.
By myself, like without showing it to anybody, without sharing anything. Like I used to be a lot more secretive with my music. I still am, but obviously now that
I kind of like it. So it's like it's yours until like you're ready to share, because like I feel like art is just you have to be like vulnerable to be an artist. Like you're sharing a part of your soul.
Yeah.
Honestly, like there's so much like passion and heart into it. I mean, if you want it to be good anyway. Yeah. So like, I think that's cool. Like you're keeping it with like yourself, and like, it's you are the one that gets to decide what you want to share with the world.
That's true. Yeah. And I think for me too, like, not exactly everything you just said, but also I needed time to like finish the song, do the different tweaks, da-da-da-da. But honestly, it felt like my diary. Mm. And because I never at that point had released any of my music, even though I've been wanting to release music since I was literally 5-6 years old.
Yeah.
And I moved to New York wanting to release music. It just felt like I wasn't ready. Like I kept saying I was ready, but it's just like putting music out there that you write yourself. It's putting your diary out with music. So people are always gonna have an opinion about art in general, but then it's like they're having an opinion about art in general, but then it's also like your story.
Yeah.
And this is not even like the most intimate song I've written. Like there's gonna be some more intimate songs coming in that I gotta dig in. But I mean, still intimate, and it also, this song, I mean, I'm gonna get kind of sad for a second, and then we're gonna go back to normal. If there's a thing such as normal, I'll go back to happy. It caused me a lot of sadness because the joy and the memories that I had with this person were very joyous and happy and almost innocent. I know it did really feel fresh and innocent. That's why there's like new love, fresh love, a diamond, because a diamond's like finding that diamond in the rock, it's hard to find those connections. And but then because it didn't work, because it didn't last, because it didn't became like a permanent love story, I used to get really sad. Like I would be like just playing it on the keyboard like late at night, like just sad about it. Like it really did make me feel sad in some ways. But anyways, so that happened, and then I was like, okay, Esteban, well, you need a producer, because the producer can help you with arrangement, can bring like more musicality to the song. Like even though I wrote the song, I wrote the lyrics, and I wrote the chord progression, I don't have the ability as a musician to do every single musical part. Like I did hear guitar, I did hear piano, but I was like, I can kind of hum it, but I don't have the ability to be like, okay, I'm gonna just grab the piano and start playing all this note.
Yeah, I mean, what musician knows how to play every instrument? Come on, let's be real.
Yeah, and the few that do, they still, partner with producers or
you can't play them all at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody can play all the instruments.
Even if you're that talented, I bet you can't play them all at the same time.
I mean, I love that. But this is actually very weird, and I don't know if I told you this story. So I wanted my producer to connect, just like how you and I connect.
Yeah.
Because
someone who understands like your artistry.
Yeah.
You can't have someone that's like not even like remotely on the same like passion level, because you're sharing a part of yourself. You want someone that's gonna treat it well with like care and like respect.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. So I wanted to find a great producer, but a producer that connected with the song and connected with my soul. Because it's like there's so many amazing producers, and some producers can be like, well, I like you, but I don't connect with your song, or vice versa. So anyways, it was like, I'm gonna take my time. So that's why I also kind of took longer. One day, my room in Brooklyn, back in Brooklyn, was a mess. So it was like an artist living in New York, you just kind of throw stuff together, and like had a small bed, but it kind of moved, a little bit, like not like a lot, but like, it's one of those beds that has wheels.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So sometimes if you're like moving too much or you're having too much fun, the next morning, the bed's gonna end up in a different spot.
Don't break the bed.
Yes. But in this case, nothing that exciting was happening. It was just me alone, sleeping in my bed that night.
I mean, we could have some fun times by ourselves
too. Exactly. Yeah, we promote that. We promote self-love in every single shape or form. But anyway, so I wake up and like sometimes when the bed would move a little bit, like I could see like some of the stuff that would just be under my bed, whatever. So I'm like laying down, and then I kind of just like open my eyes, and kid you not, a picture of my nephew when he was a kid, which actually, hold on one second, I have it here with me. I know I'm going off frame, but
to get a frame.
You guys may not see it from that far, but this is the picture. His name is Jibek Alejandro. He only goes by Jibek, but Alejandro is his middle name. He's my first born nephew, so my oldest sister, first son. He was born when I was 9. So back then, I was not fancy enough to have photo frames. So the picture somehow, for some reason, was at the bottom of my bed.
You know what? It looks good for a picture that wasn't in a frame for a long time. I'm surprised at the quality.
I know, right? So that's what I saw. I saw the picture like that, and I just saw, I was like, oh, Jibek, a picture of him, And then I pick it up, and I don't know what it was. I'm like, what the heck? Because he's a musician. It
is so not fair that I have so much talent in his family. I got none of it. I cannot sing worth a damn. Is that a dying cat, or is that Kathy singing? We'll never know.
Well, but you are creative, and you are artistic, so...
But he got pipes in his family. Got some fucking pipes.
So, he plays the guitar, he plays the piano, he's a musician himself.
Technically we're still family, but I'm talking about like his siblings and like close like nieces and nephews.
So I'm like, oh my god, like something told me, I was like, how come I didn't think of Jibek? Like, he's a great musician, we've always had a great connection. I've known him since he was 9, like we just love each other so much, he gets me, I get him. And I'm like, all I can do is just send him the song.
'Twas a sign.
Yeah, and connect it. And if he connects, great. If he doesn't, that's fine too. But I was like, I'll show him. Well, sending him the song, which I remember shaking because again, I was like so proud. Like, I'm finally sharing my first song. He listens to it, and I kid you not, it wasn't bullshit. He just genuinely connected with it. Like, he called me almost in tears, going like, I love the song. I love the feeling. He just connected. Like, he fell in love with the song. And when he fell in love with the song, I literally felt goosebumps because I was like, how did I get so lucky? This is my nephew. So then after that, we worked together. I mean, he created the guitar solo all by himself, and then he brought the musicality of the piano, and like sometimes he would send me stuff, and I'd be like, okay, I like this, but let's do something different. Or sometimes I'd be like, I hear this in the guitar, but he did send me the first rough demo, and he like was playing the guitar, and he like was singing the song himself, and that's the first time I heard those guitars that you hear in Back to Blue, and I was like, I literally was in tears, Kathy, because it's almost like I feel like the most important things about life sometimes are the things that are left unsaid, like the things that we feel without having to say a word. And I feel that when he played the guitar, it's almost like he went inside my soul and literally pulled the music out of me and my emotions. Like, I was very emotional listening to him play the guitar, because it was like, how did he get my soul? Like, how did he get the music? I was listening the music that I had created, but then he like heard. It's like you write a song. This is how a lot of songs are written. Like, a lot of times somebody write a song, but then there's all these other tunnels that other musicians help you bring into the tunnel that you created. So there's a tunnel that you create that is the song progression and like the chords or whatever, and then other musicians come and be like, oh, there's this other light in the tunnel, and then I hear this. You know what I mean? So that's gonna happen.
It's like kind of connecting, and like they're like interwoven until it like kind of reaches its like final destination, which is like the final cut of the song.
I love that. That's a good way to put it. So anyway, so we worked on that for a good year. He recorded the bass. He recorded the 2 guitars, the piano in Mexico. This is like, we're still in the middle of that pandemic. Remember that, you guys. Be a little bit careful.
I know.
You know, we gotta live, but just quick reminder. And then, and actually, I do want to take time to talk about, like, it's very sad to see all the people that we have lost. So if you have any family or friends that, like, lost their lives to COVID or had a hard time, like, we are with you. And, like, I had COVID. It wasn't that bad for me, fortunately, but it was still very scary. But that doesn't mean that other people are not having a hard time or that people are not actually dying and stuff. So for those people that did have somebody that died in their families or that, like, is struggling with it, like, we send you all the love and all the light, and, you know, please feel free to reach out if you need anything. Yeah, and then I record I know we went to Sirius and then we went back, but I record the vocals in New York. Then I remember when we had everything, I was like, I hear drums. I'm like,
hold on, this is missing something.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, why didn't I think of the drum? Because I love rhythm, I love drums, and I was like, why didn't I think from the beginning that this needed fucking drums? And I was very lucky. My ex-roommate in New York, his name is Luke. God, why can't I remember his last name right now? I want to remember his last name because he's also a musician. You guys can look up his music.
He's gonna be pissed when he watches it.
I know.
My bitch ass I've lived with him for how long? He can't even remember my goddamn last name.
I think the Y one is kind of kicking in, and it's just the last name that I can't think of right now. But
it's a little hot.
If for any reason I forget his last name throughout the whole freaking thing, just freaking I will put like a freaking link to his music because you guys should listen to. Why am I forgetting his last name? I just always know his last name. Geyer. Luke Geyer. I think it's spelled Gyure. So if you look him up, Luke Geyer. I think that's how you pronounce it. And if that's not how you pronounce it, Luke, I'm sorry. But if that is how you spell it. Gyure. Luke. Luke. He has his first EP, I think, on Spotify. You can check him out. Anyways, I called him. I was like, do you know of any drummers that are drummers and I can record? Because like
available.
Yeah, that have like a way to record. And he found this amazing guy named Dave Scalia. Mm-hmm. Hi Dave Scalia, if you're watching. Don't know if he's gonna watch, but if he doesn't watch, look him up, Dave Scalia. He was so amazing. Like, I sent him the song, we talked briefly what I wanted to do, and then when he sent me the drums and then together with the song, I was like, we started to have a record!
It's all coming together!
Yeah. Because then I remember, like, G-Beck, after he recorded the guitars, I think I was like, we have to change the solo into an electric guitar or something.
Darling,
yeah.
I need more wine.
Oh! Did you guys hear that? She touches my leg. She's like, darling, I need more wine. Okay,
Please.
It might seem like we already super drunk, but in reality, we've only drank what's not
like
here this
glass.
bottle. So we're not that drunk. We might be tipsy, but we didn't actually pregame
like
for
glass.
this.
Come
Yeah.
on.
And we didn't pregame for this.
If you guys can't finish a bottle with someone else, your drinking game is weak as fuck.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, she said it. Anyways, I don't want to bore you guys too much with the details, but things came together little by little. and then then I found my mixing and mastering engineer, the same person that recorded the vocals, Jonathan. You can find him at pancakestudios.com. I think that's his website. And then I presented for mastering. So it was a whole thing.
We'll link everyone who had a part in creating this in the bio.
So it was a whole freaking thing,
it's a
whole
process,
different journey.
You guys.
Yes. And
it's not easy.
Yeah. Mm-mm. And things change. So for those of you that are writing songs, making movies, creating anything, sometimes you start with something like this, and then it slightly changes, and sometimes you have to go with those changes. Mm-hmm. As long as you stay true to what you wanted to say. So my biggest goal with Back to Blue, Kathy, was I want to be authentic, I want to be truthful, and I want it to be very Esteban.
Oh, love that.
So in every single part of the process, like mixing engineer, I was there in the Zoom call, like, okay, like I want you to turn this instrument up. I want to or everything. I just because I knew what it felt. I knew what the story. I knew the sound.
You have collaboration, but it has to maintain your essence.
Exactly.
It's your song.
Yeah. So
let's get to the good stuff. The video.
Oh my goodness.
Again, if you have not seen the video, like no joke, I love him no matter what, but I am so proud and impressed with how it all came together, the music and the video, the visuals and the song, it just fits together. Please go see it. Go watch it. It's amazing. So he got so many good shots. I mean, he has his musicality and his artistry from New York City. He has the beachy feel from the Oregon coast. It's visually stunning. Can you tell us kind of how that came to be in the different locations that you shot in?
That was so sweet. I have to say, thank you for, and honestly, Kathy, that's why I keep her around, because not because of her making me feel good. I keep her around because she's truthful.
I am.
Because
if it sucked, I would tell her. You need some work.
Yeah, and and always be open to criticism. I know it's hard sometimes, but yeah. So thank you so much. I'm happy that you loved it. The video, I always knew I wanted to do it in New York and Oregon. Mm-hmm. When I wrote the song, I was living full time in New York, and the love of what the song is about, the person, is from Oregon, from Southern Oregon. But I lived in New York, and when we met, I was visiting Oregon.
And others.
Yeah.
I guess there's other people you like here.
Yeah.
Mostly me.
Yeah, exactly. But when I would go back to New York, when I was back in New York, all the dreaming, all the wanting to be with that person, or all the anything that you wanted, it was in Oregon. So it was me in New York, and then the person and the memories in Oregon. So I always knew that the video had to be back and forth.
I love the combo of it, and it worked so well.
Yeah, and I love the two places. My sister was just visiting, and she was saying, I feel like those are the two places that define you. I can't think of you without thinking Oregon and New York City. And I think she's right.
They're so different, but they are we're all complex. There's no one thing about us. We have different sides to ourselves. And you think New York City, and I haven't lived there, but you think big city lights and Broadway and music and artistry and plays and all of that, and diversity, and then Southern Oregon's vibes pretty chill. I mean, we have lots of vineyards here, so the wine vibe is here.
It's from Roxanne. So Roxanne, if you want to sponsor this video, if you want to sponsor my whole career, Roxanne, wine,
yes,
right here. It's called Honor Barn White from Roxanne, and it is right here in the Rock Valley. So if you're watching this, Roxanne, and I will tag you, and I may contact your managers, sponsor us.
A winery, and you're just kind of chilling with your glass of wine. I mean, it's very family oriented. We have nature. I mean, we're out here in trail right now. You can't see it, but Esteban's view from we're in his room, and the view is just nature and trees, and it's beautiful, and it's just calm and serene. So it's calmness and craziness, that depth and artistry, I don't know, yes, it's very Esteban, the essence. It's just, You know, he can be fun and crazy and bold, but like also chill with you.
Oh. It's so good to know like there's somebody that understands like your multifaceted personality, you know?
And like we all are. None of us are just one thing.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, you have some people that like know you from like one thing or like from back in the day, they haven't seen you in a while and we see you as this one thing and it's like, yeah, like that can be a part of me, but I'm so much more than that.
Yeah.
There's so many different parts of me. We're all multifaceted. So what were the different locations specifically that you filmed in? In Bedford.
So, see, Papa is trying to make an appearance.
He is.
Hi, Papa.
My baby. He was taking a nap and being so good. If you know where I got his name, I love you even more. Padfoot.
So yeah, if you guys want to comment below and can guess where Kathy got his dog's name Padfoot, kudos. So okay, so you wanted to know the locations?
Yeah, like where are the different like specific places that you shot?
So last summer, I was in Oregon. I was back and forth between New York and Oregon, and the shots in Oregon were last summer actually. And my good friend Eric Stapp and then his daughter Eden Stapp are two of the videographers in the music video. And he has a drone. So it was like, thank goodness. And thank goodness that he's
so good for filming.
Yeah, and he loves drones and he loves filming and he loves videography and he loves music. So it worked out perfectly. So yeah, so the shots in Oregon, they're at the Oregon coast in Brookings, some of them. Specifically a beach called Mill Beach. Okay. I actually was just there twice in like the last 2 weeks I was there again, so it was almost like the anniversary. Like I went there twice, like right after the video came out, so it was like, I can't believe we're here. And then other shots on the coast was later in the summer, which was around this time actually, if not right now. Actually, it's kind of weird.
Isn't that crazy?
How everything's coming out like with that 1 year anniversary, so that means. Because even the song came out in December 2020, but I feel like everything really meant to come out now. Yeah. You know?
It's very like summer. Summer love, summer feel. Yeah. Very beachy.
Well, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted the song to come out last summer, but honestly, between COVID, money, life.
You fleeting mystery.
Yeah. And I didn't want to wait to release it until the song at least because I was like I cannot wait I just need to show it. But anyways, we filmed it northern in the Oregon coast, not all the way north, and I think it's called Reed Sport, like the scenes on the wide dunes like that you liked with the sand, that's I think Reed Sport, and then some parts in Mount Ashland. So my friend Gina, she was not officially one of the videographers, but when we went hiking to Mount Ashland, we were at the top of Mount Ashland.
That was such a pretty shot. Again, go watch it.
Yeah, so she did film a couple scenes from there. So she's credited in the video as like a video assistant because of the shots, which thank you, Gina. But yeah, so that was the top of Mount Ashland. There was a couple shots in Medford, and then I think there might have been some shots there in Trail from stock footage, especially the lyric video. If you guys watch the lyric video, there's another video, but the Back to Blue lyric video, you can see all Oregon. It's the coast and Trail, and that's also filmed by Eric Stapp. And you can see footage of Oregon. So if you guys want to know what Oregon looks like and you don't want to see my face because it's offensive.
First of all, both Oregon and your face are gorgeous. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
Oh, thank you, honey. But you can watch the lyric video if you decide to just listen to the song without having to see me. Or you can just buy the song.
watch the video and not be a loser.
Oh my god, I love you. Anyways, so that was the Oregon parts. And then
you had some parts in New York, which were really cool too.
So when I lived in New York full time, I would take the train. Everybody takes the train in New York, but one of the trains I take was always
public transportation.
Public transportation. Hey, if you're watching this from the freaking MTA train, I'm with you. What's up, New Yorkers? It's okay. I know it's been a long day, but at least you have this video to entertain yourself. And when you get home, you can open that wine, you can open that beer, and you're gonna be good. But one of the trains always passed by the Manhattan Bridge.
Okay.
And the Manhattan Bridge is right next to the water.
So bridges are usually near water.
What are the thoughts? But you can see the Manhattan skyline, you can see the water, and you can see you were like right next to the bridge. And I was just to think, because coming back from work, you could always see sunsets. And sunsets are such an important part.
Who doesn't love a good sunset?
I know.
Gorgeous.
If you love sunsets, again, watch the video, listen to the song.
And if you don't like sunsets, what else do you like? Puppies?
And then we have Puffa.
What's wrong with you?
So I just felt like when I filmed the video, I have to film it partly like me walking on this bridge, something.
Yeah.
So part of the video, especially at the beginning, if anything, most of the shots are at the beginning, the Manhattan Bridge. And then in Manhattan, the Manhattan shots are in the Lower East Side, which is one of my favorite neighborhoods in Manhattan. When I first moved to New York, I thought it was so cool going to the Lower East Side, wearing like leather jackets and drinking PBRs and whiskey. I mean, I still drink PBRs and whiskey. I don't care.
Gross.
If you guys can guess, okay, I guess I just gave it away. The beer that I have in the video that I throw onto the floor, which I know is spoiler, is a PBR, because it's not the best beer, but it is the best beer at the same time. Again, if PBR wants to sponsor,
you know what the best beer is? No beer. Have wine instead.
I love you.
Beer's gross.
Shit, okay, I'm gonna have to come back and grab I'm gonna have to get her some more wine after this.
I know, I keep drinking it. It's hot in here and it's nice and cool.
I know. But that was in the Lower East Side. Love that neighborhood. And then my favorite shots in New York, it's in Brooklyn, which I used to live in Park Slope, or South Slope, same thing. But I used to always hang out on my rooftop. I had access to my rooftop, right? And then you can see the Manhattan skyline. You can see the Statue of Liberty. I don't know if you can see the Statue of Liberty in the video, but you could see it there if you were.
If you're standing there, it's hard to see in the video, unfortunately.
Yeah. But those were filmed there, right? On my rooftop at nighttime. So this is like where I lived, and it was super fun. I remember so at the end of the video, there's like that drone right above me, and it's nighttime. And when you film a video, you have this song playing. I had a speaker, and the song was playing like as loud as it could. Like everybody in the neighborhood probably heard it, but I was still singing it. That's the thing. Like when you guys see the shots, I would say 78% of the shots. Even though like you're singing to the track and you don't use your voice for the video because it's like you use the song. Yeah. I was still singing it like full out. Nice. So like I remember being on that like rooftop and like the freaking drone is here and it has all the air. That's why like. You know, it almost looks like wind is blowing, but it's actually just the wind from the drone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks
so I'm laying
cool.
down, and that's what I feel like. I made it, Mom. I finally got my Britney Spears moment.
I made it. Love that song.
And I was like, yeah. I know. And that's the moment that I was like, I wish all my friends and family are here because I just felt like my dreams of watching MTV and like, I want to do that show. It's like, I have my moment. So anyways. So.
I just want to comment on that shot too. Like, unfortunately, you can't see like the New York skyline and stuff. So like, bummer for that. But like, it looks so fucking cool because it's just like him like on like the rooftop and it's literally like highlighting him and like the rest is just like since it's nighttime it's just like blackness. So it looks like this like void and it's like it almost looked like he like filmed it like in like a studio like the green screen of the boy, but no, it's real. And like the drone like coming up and it like backing out and fading to black was so cool. Like it was just like whoosh.
And you guys can see me wearing
like,
my underwear that I'm wearing right now.
Is it blue?
It's blue, yeah.
Are we back to blue already?
I mean, so if you guys want to take a little peek, you guys can watch the video. Again, it all just follows back to watching the video. By the way, I forgot.
Did we mention you should watch the video?
But I forgot to mention Kirill. Kirill is a videographer in New York.
Cool.
Yeah, so Kirill, thank you for being part of all the New York shots were filmed by Kirill, which he's amazing. I think he is originally from Russia, but I can't remember which part, so I don't want to just say a random part and it wasn't. But yeah, he's super awesome. So yeah, we have kind of like a lot of people involved.
Speaking of the shots, though, we're not done. There was some really cool like artistry in the background, like kind of street art, like murals and stuff that you filmed behind. Can you tell us more about that?
So when I went back to New York and I was going back and forth between Oregon and New York, one of the times I was in New York, I filmed like parts in Bushwick. Okay, so I'm so happy you said this. Thank you. So when I first moved to New York, I moved to Bushwick in Brooklyn, which is full of great artists, great creators. Also, the first year in New York, all I did was party all night, warehouse parties, to like freaking
like fun.
Yes. So a lot of the like wall art and a lot of the graffiti, it's from Bushwick that I ended up just filming from my phone, and which there's some little parts on some of those walls give you a little.
They kind of speak and go along with the song, which is really cool.
Yeah.
We were re-watching it in preparation. Did we mention watch it? Go watch it. But like he has like this transition where like he throws his beard, he's like, never mind, like angry, and then it cuts to like the scene, and then like if you notice in like a little corner, there's like this like part that just says, fuck you. And I love it.
Me too, because at the end of the day, for whoever is watching this, I don't feel the feelings that I feel about the person that I wrote the song about anymore, and I'm living fabulously and happy. So
I mean, it comes and goes, right?
There's always somebody else around the corner, and we can reminisce on the beautiful moments, but at the end of the day, fuck them if they didn't know who you were and they didn't know. Exactly. So actually, this might be the first time. Fuck all of my ex-lovers. I generally want to say like I love them, but at the same time, fuck them.
You can appreciate like the good, like happy moments.
Yeah. And I'm grateful for them too.
And look back on that, but like also we're not together, and I'm living my best single life. So fuck y'all.
Yeah, and I still appreciate you guys, and I still. All my ex-lovers wish you the very best life, but hey.
Only to some of them for mine. Because some of them, it's complete fuck you.
Yeah. Maybe true for me too. A couple of them, honey. But we're going to keep it back to love and light, so still wishing well.
I heard this one thing, I was like, I don't have exes. I have Ys, as in, why the fuck did I date you?
Where did you get this from?
I don't remember. Probably like Kevin Hart or the internet or something. There's some funny people out there.
But yeah, why don't we call Mexicans? We could just be like, why?
Why?
El King, which actually I didn't know. The drummer in Back to Blue, Dave Scalia, has worked a lot with El King, so
that's cool.
It's kind of cool because I've always loved El King a lot. So drummers, I fucking love drummers. I want to date a drummer. I want a drummer to fuck my life. Ooh. You want to fuck my life? If you're a drummer out there, please reach out to me because I feel like I always want.
Because they can hit it good.
Oh my god! Oh my god, we're so stupid. I love it.
Real hard.
Yes. I remember going to this concert in Seattle. It was like this rock and roll band, and the drummer was going ham. Like he was going like, and I literally, I don't even know what to say. Like I was like, I've never been that seduced just by watching somebody play. I just wanted to be like...
Mouth open, insert.
Like, I cannot have your babies physically, but I will have your babies. We can have surrogate babies together. Then I have a little surprise to announce. Which I just announced it to her right before we record the video. But
I'm special.
Now we can announce it officially. If you got what... It might be that... If you're watching this, it might have already happened, but it might be that it hasn't happened yet. So, there is a Back to Blue remix! I don't even know how to do this special effect either. What is it?
Yeah. A little like horn.
Apparently you can't do the horn.
I can't do it.
Even though I'm horny all the time, I can't do a horn. Ironic. But Back to Blue remix. It's a whole new take. I can say that it's definitely a dance version. And I want to guess. But I want to give a shout out to my other nephew. Again, I should say so many freaking talented people in my family.
I can't.
There's a different nephew. His name is Efren. And he created the remix. I sent him all the stems. Stems are the different parts of the songs, like your vocals, the instruments, yada yada. I sent it to him, and I was like, fuck it up. Do what you want. I want you to create a fun dance remix. And when he sent it to me...
I swear, you guys, it was so good. Like, both versions are good, but, like, you know, like, in a remix, it's like, oh, don't ruin the song. It's like, the original song is still fire. Then you got that, like, dance vibe with the remix, and you're just like, I dig this. I'm going to download both of them.
And we all need, like, a little, break to dance. And honestly, my favorite thing about his version and this dance remix is that it's all joyous. There's just happy, joyous feelings. And I told him literally, I was crying because I'm super emotional. Shocker.
I thought you said it was joyous. Why are you crying?
Because I cry out of joy. I know. I'm crazy. I'm weird. Now you guys know.
Why are you crying?
You guys heard that. I'm crazy. I'm weird. So after this, anything I do, crazy. And you guys are surprised, you were warned from my very first song and video. But
this is crazy to speak of.
Oh, we're all mad here. I wish we were in that freaking part of the Alice in Wonderland show.
Oh fuck, I could do that so bad. I love it.
Maybe we will make like a little short film and we're like play like Alice in Wonderland characters. Wouldn't that be fun?
See, we have so many ideas.
But he genuinely, like, I called him crying because I was like, you made me feel the joy that I felt when I had the love with this person. I just feel so happy, and I'm so happy. So, anyway, so happy that he did that. So, it's probably going to be already out by the time this video come out. So, check it out on iTunes, Spotify, link below. And I keep forgetting to say this. So, I created a website. It's called Esteban-Onair.com. Esteban-Onair.com. I'm Esteban on I'm Esteban on air everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. My YouTube website is also Esteban on air. When you go to my website, if you want to support an artist, you can actually download and buy the songs, either the remix or any of the versions, and you can name your own price. So you can go to iTunes and Spotify.
I heard of that.
Yeah, so iTunes, you can buy the song for, I think, $1.29, which, honestly, if you guys, for those of you that have been streaming the song, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I just have Apple Music. I know Spotify people, but I just have that subscription, so I just download it automatically. So you can do it that way. Where else is your song available?
And everywhere. YouTube Music, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, anywhere you can listen to music. But it really will help out if you want to name your own price on my website, Esteban.com. You can buy the song at your own price. So
cool.
That would be awesome. And or stream it, share it, download it. Make a song. Make a freaking video. That's what I was telling people the other day. Like, I would love people to send videos of themselves, like, doing whatever to Back to Blue. Anything.
I love it.
Anything flies.
I'm going to do it.
Like, seriously, anything flies. I love anything. And then... if you want me to post it, you can tell me, and if you don't want me to post it and just show it to me, that's fine too. You can just let me know. And Kathy is coming out with something. Can we talk about that?
I know we talked about earlier being kind of scary to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And it is. I'm kind of comfortable like talking with Esteban, but it's kind of hard talking at the camera. I don't know how many of you are gonna see this, putting myself out there, but. Something that's really important to me is mental health and doing my part to destigmatize that, because I think, we can all benefit from improving our mental health, so it should be something that we talk about more openly. So that's something I want to focus on my channel, and if you liked our little repertoire here, talking with Esteban, we're going to do some more interviews and we'll be promoting his stuff. We might talk about mental health, and just kind of like stuff that we go through every day that like isn't as talked about as it should. And yeah, let's just be open about it. I mean, we're all going through shit. Why not talk about it?
Yeah. So stay tuned for her channel, which is gonna be talking a lot about that. And yeah, so cheers to that. It was fun to have wine with you, mate.
I always love a good wine with Esteban. That's the time. You have the opportunity. Do it.
And if you are a very sweet, loving person, you can always, you can ring my bell. I love
so
that
again,
song.
notifications, subscribe. That's the bell. Wait. One more thing we forgot to mention.
What?
Watch the video.
Oh yeah. I love you. Cheers. Bye. Driving through the sun.